Hi, welcome to the Native Wildman channel. Your host Sean Catfish Wilson here. And today I would like to go over the Esee 6 versus the Coldsteel Leatherneck SF. We've got this log set up. Sticks down here to hack. And first, Leatherneck. Home run. All right. Okay, the Leatherneck made pretty short work of this thinner stick. Okay, this one's about the same thickness. Take the Esee out. Okay, 2 chops, like the Coldsteel. Well, obviously this stick's kind of rotting. Okay, there goes that one for a spike. All right, now we're gonna chop into this slightly bigger one. Okay, chop's pretty good. But if you notice, these are 2 different handle styles, and the Markida or Mykydra, however it's pronounced, I think that's what they use. Maybe they use G10 at Esee, I'm not sure, but whatever it is, it's a lot more slick. So what ends up happening when I'm using this knife at power is it wants to slide, and then I have to adjust it. But they did think about that. They did make it kind of little bit curved here, so it's not going to out of your hand, and you'll have time to readjust yourself. Also, it has a lanyard hole in it, so you could tie a string and then you could wrap it around that in case it does slide out. You'll still have that string to grip in. It won't go flying. All right. Okay. And this handle, I can swing this as hard as I want. It can get wet. It's excuse me, not gonna go anywhere. Oh, what have we got here? Oh, that's a pretty big beetle thing that's pooping. I would be too if somebody threw a big knife at me. I don't know what type of beetle it is. Oh, there's lots of them. So there's one here. Okay, cool. Well, we'll get back to hacking at stuff. Okay. Oh, they both want to dig in deep, but I think this one goes a little deeper in. Okay. Let's get my knife stuck. And this, even when if it does slide, depending on how tight your grip is, if you keep a loose grip, it will, but if you keep a moderately tight grip, it'll most likely stay in place. And if it does want to slide for some reason, maybe you have something on your hands that makes it slicker than what this stuff can grip, you've still got this pommel, which also so you need a hammer. What I like about that, I really like that about this knife, is you can and I know on TV a lot you'll see them take the blade and go side to side with it like that. Don't do that if you care about your knives. Back and forth. back and forth because it ain't worth messing up your knife. Some of these things can get rather expensive. I mean, you notice I even do it the same way with my Esee, although my Esee has a lifetime warranty, but I'm not gonna risk messing up my knife just to see if it can. I mean, this is pretty rotten wood. Just see if it can pry something. Okay. Go back to this one. As you can see, my hand position stays relatively the same with the Coldsteel. And the Esee, it moves down about half an inch. Again, like I said in the previous video, this is definitely my favorite knife, but this one, it's a beast too. They're both well-made knives. I like the handle a lot better on this one, and the guard. Well, of course, but my favorite design right here. But both blades are really nice design blades. This handle, it's got enough swell in it and enough here hook at the bottom, or however you'd want to call it, that you're not going to have any issues to readjust your hand before it does slide out. And if it does, well, then you're not using it right, obviously. Nah, if it does, like, you might have something super slick, because I think this knife would slick up more with sweatier palms, or I don't know, maybe you got mud all over them for some reason and you're needing to, and it's slick because of mud. Whatever it is, but the handle colors, the choice of colors is definitely the best on this one. But overall, I choose this knife as the better one out of the two. And that's all I have for today. Peace and long life, my friends.